Hello there and welcome back to the Squirrel Heed YouTube channel, and today going to be looking a bit more in depth at Shaqiri. Why am I looking a bit more in depth at Shaqiri? Because it seems to be, especially I think it was Paul Joyce on Twitter, who, if you don't know Paul Joyce on Twitter, seems to be the guy that is exceptionally accurate with things related to Liverpool. It keeps reporting people are basically just refreshing their phones, refreshing everything on his profile to see if anything's happening with Shaqiri. And I think he came out yesterday, maybe late last night or something, saying that we do have concrete interest in Xherdan Shaqiri. So then it seems appropriate now that we have to actually look at Shaqiri himself. Even after yesterday, I do realise I made the video where I thought I'm not entirely sure whether I would take him, and I still stand by that. I know a lot of people that are saying 12 million, it's a no-brainer, and I can understand where you're coming from. He is a very good sort of, maybe could be a good option as a substitute. Still, you're thinking we should be maybe looking at other players and stuff like that. You know, Shaqiri has been tried in different leagues at different clubs, and it just doesn't seem to work at any of them. Stoke, you think he's a quality player and he'd be the standout player of that club, but he's not, and he wasn't. I think even Arnautovic, when he was at Stoke, was a better player than Shaqiri, and that is just my opinion. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and throw some stats at you that I've looked at this morning. So basically, 84 appearances in the Premier League, 15 goals and 15 assists. So I think you'd take that over what, 2 to 3 seasons? Must be 3 seasons, I think. Might have that one wrong. Anyway, regardless of that, 84 appearances, 15 goals in total, 15 assists. Now, what apparently that says, according to transfermarkt.com, if you don't look at that website, it's a very, very good website for detailed performance analysis, is 15 goals in 84 appearances. He basically averages a goal every 452 minutes. Okay? Yes, he's got 15 assists there as well. He's got 30 goal contributions in 84 appearances. In total, that's not too bad. When you also consider that, I think it either means that he's been subbed on or he's been subbed off 39 times out of 84 appearances as well. So then things start to look at, okay, why is he either getting subbed on or subbed off that much? Mainly because he doesn't perform consistently on a consistent basis all the time. We then have a look at Shaqiri's history. I think he started off at FC Basel, and then I think did he go to Bayern Munich, had a loan at Inter Milan, went back to Bayern Munich, went back to Inter Milan, then he was at Stoke, and then he's been at Stoke, and now it looks like he's set to move on, obviously with Stoke's relegation, and this is where we are at now with Shaqiri being priced at 12 million. Apparently that is a clause that he has in his contract if Stoke were to get relegated or something like that. Must be something like that. And everything seems to point towards the fact that we are now being linked heavily with him. A positive we can take from this, if you're not feeling greatly positive, a little bit like me, I'm not completely negative, I'm not massively negative like a lot of people are, like saying, oh, we're throwing away the transfer window, we go and get Fabinho, we're getting Keita in, now we're going to go and get Shaqiri. I'm not sold on the idea. I've also got to look at the fact, though, I wasn't sold on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain last year. When we brought Oxlade-Chamberlain in last year, if you're still here from then, will remember I wasn't excited about him coming in at whatsoever. He proved me wrong. The one thing that you have to expect when if someone's being brought in by Jurgen Klopp and the transfer team as well, that they have to hit a certain criteria. And what we seem to know right now of Klopp's criteria, I know there's a list out there of 5 things that he expects. I'm just going from what I can see when I see our players come in. You have to be willing to work hard, not only in training, but on the pitch. You don't just work hard for yourself, you've got to work hard for the team. And you've got to be stupidly fit to be in our system as well. There's a few of those things I don't see from Shaqiri. Do I see him work hard for his team? No. Do I see him work hard for himself? No. Do I see him being exceptionally fit all the time at peak levels of fitness to be in our system? No, I don't. And those are the things that concern me as someone for Shaqiri to come in. Can he turn it round and prove that he can work hard, that he's got the work rate, he's willing to work for his team? Is he going to do these things, or is he going to do what he's been doing at Stoke, when things aren't easy for him, when things aren't going his way, and he flaps his arms about everywhere, is that what we're going to have? Because if so, I don't want him. I don't. Even as a bench player, I don't want that. I want players that are going to come in, work for the team, work for the cause, work for Klopp, and work for the system. Because the system, all it takes in any system in the world, whether it's football, whether it's in military or anything like that, whatever, all it takes, one weak link, and the rest, they will either fall or they just do not work as well together because of this one player or this one person. One weak link is all it takes to break the chain. And that is something that we can't have. We can't. We are building towards something very, very good. We've got back-to-back top 4 finishes and we got to a Champions League final last season. We are building towards something good, and we can't afford, in my opinion, no matter how cheap they are, even if it was on a free, you can't afford to have someone be a weak link in the dressing room or on the pitch. You can't afford to have it, and in my opinion, I just don't see that. I don't see, whenever I've watched Shaqiri play, and I'm not just saying whenever he's played against Liverpool, I have watched other Stoke games, he does not stand out for me at all. Peter Crouch stands out more for me than Shaqiri does. Arnautovic was better than Shaqiri in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that he couldn't be quality. I'm not saying that he couldn't come in, adapt to the system, take on board all of this hard work and turn his career around. Because he was touted as one of these people that was going to be. I remember when he was at Bayern Munich. He people always make the joke, if you play Shaqiri's career in reverse, it looked great. You go from Stoke to Inter Milan, and then you go on loan to Bayern Munich, go back to Inter, and you go to Bayern Munich. If you play it in reverse, it looks fantastic. But it's not in reverse, and this is the way it's been. There's a reason that he was at Stoke, and that he had been at Bayern Munich. Didn't work out. He went to Inter Milan, still didn't work out, and he's come to Stoke. There's a reason. It's not the team, it's him. And that is the only reason that I am concerned about us picking up someone like Shaqiri. The bonus that I can say, I think I was meant to say this before, the bonus about this whole thing is that apparently if we do go out and get Shaqiri, it's not a sort of deal where it's like, alright, it's one or the other. We're either going to get Fekir or we're going to get Shaqiri. Apparently, we will still be in for Fekir. And apparently, talks about that are still ongoing, slowly progressing, but apparently his preferred destination is Liverpool. We can only take what we see in the media, and I always take it with a pinch of salt. So that's all we can do right now. If it ends up we get Shaqiri and we don't get Fekir, I'd be disappointed. But if we get Shaqiri and we have Fekir, I see it being very difficult for Shaqiri unless he magically transforms his way of playing, his attitude, and actually works really, really hard. I find it difficult for him to find a space in the team. I find it difficult for him to almost find a space on the bench as well. You've got to think, when we get deep into the season, we get Oxlade-Chamberlain and the likes back, our midfield's going to be stacked. I understand that people are going to be like, we need someone that can be like, a replacement for Salah when Salah needs a rest or something like that, because Salah barely got a rest this season. Let's be real. Mane, I think, barely got a rest, and apart from when he was injured, it wasn't a rest, it was an injury. We've got to think we're going to have a hell of a bench as well this season. We're going to have a very good starting 11 as well. I just find it difficult to find where he's going to fit in. I do. Those are some stats and things like that. A little bit more of an analysis into Shaqiri. I'm still not sold on Shaqiri. Can he turn it round? I'd like to think he could if we do get him, and it's 12 million at the end of the day, which could be a snip. But you just never know. I'm just not entirely convinced, having talked about all the things that I have in this video. Let me know if you agree with any of the things that I've said in this video. Please let me know in the comments below. Let me know on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, @SquirrelHeed. That is all you need to do. Follow that one, and you can engage with me there if you like. I'll talk about anything. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do hit that like button if you've liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you ever so much for watching, as always, and I'll be back with another video shortly, and I'll catch you later.